Hello guys and welcome back to the channel for another weekly watch. It's probably going to be, hopefully, quite a quick one this week because I haven't watched too much in the way of movies in the last week. I have, just to let you know, been watching a Korean game show called The Devil's Plan on Netflix, which I thoroughly recommend. It's quite confusing in places. It's like a game of logic, a game of sort of intelligence, but if you can follow it and sort of like know what's going on, it's awesome. But sometimes I've been scratching my head, it has to be said. But I've been watching that. I've been watching It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and I have been watching Welcome to Wrexham Season 2, which is the programme about Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney taking over Wrexham Football Club. And they're actually talking about the women's football club quite a bit this season, which I love. It's fantastic. So that's what I've mainly been watching. So let's get on to the few movies, most of which are short movies that I've watched this week. So on the 2nd, I watched Horror in the High Desert. This is like a found footage kind of movie. When I started watching this, I didn't know a lot about it. I thought it was an actual documentary because I'm thinking this story sounds really familiar. So in July 2017, an experienced outdoor enthusiast vanished in northern Nevada while on an outdoor excursion. After an extensive search, he was never located. On the 3-year anniversary of his disappearance, friends and loved ones recall the events leading up to his vanishing, and for the first time speak about the horrifying conclusion of his fate. So, the reason this seemed familiar to me, because this is loosely based on a true story of another outdoor enthusiast who had a YouTube channel, who used to go on excursions into the desert in the middle of nowhere, and a certain place he went really freaked him out. He was really uncomfortable with it. But everyone in the comments, as people would do, oh, go on, you have to, you can't like just leave us hanging, you must go here. And it was a cave that was shaped like the letter M, and he felt vibrations coming from it. Now, there have been all kinds of conspiracy theories, because it's close to Area 51. People have said it's a secret government project that they're trying to hide. People have said aliens, clearly. But whatever it was, he went back to look for this actual cave that his followers and subscribers had asked him to, and he was never seen again. He disappeared. So this Horror in the High Desert is very loosely based on this story. The situation of what he's doing is different. He's in a similar place, but they never mention the cave or any of that kind of stuff. But and also they do show what happened to him in the end. This like fake story. To be honest, I think the end was too much. It showed way too much. I was thoroughly engaged. I gave it a 2.5 out of 5. I was thoroughly engaged for the build-up process where they were interviewing different people that knew him. I thought, fabulous, really good. But when we got to the end and it showed what actually happened, it just ruined the whole thing for me personally. But it was quite well made. So obviously most people enjoyed it. There's Emma, Spooky Astronauts, gave it a 2, but most people seems to have enjoyed it a lot more than me. It was well made. If you like found footage, it's well worth a watch. So that's Horror in the High Desert. The computer's running a bit slow today, folks. On the same evening, I watched Lavender, which I'm actually trying to remember what the hell's it about. Right. You know when you watch a movie and you drift in and out because you're getting more and more bored? So The Past Won't Forget. A photographer struggling with memory loss discovers her pictures may indicate something sinister is hitting close to home. This is on Amazon Prime, I believe, at the moment. Let me give you what other people thought of this. Much of a muchness. A 3 out of 5 is the best score there, with 2.5s. This is really boring. There's no other way I can put that to you. I wouldn't recommend that you go out and see it. It's one of those movies they stick on Prime that's just rubbish. That really should be on Shudder. I'm not saying everything on Shudder's rubbish, of course it isn't, but an awful lot is. It's just really slow. Dermot Mulroney's in it, which, you know, the acting's fine, but the story just drags. I can't even remember a lot of what happened. Discovers her pictures may indicate something sinister. I don't think there was an awful lot yes, right. This is one of these movies that meanders on. It's really dull, and then it throws a big twist at you at the end. It was like, where's that come from? You might enjoy it. I didn't. Sorry I can't give you more story detail, but I was honestly out and in so much bored. I just remember there being a big twist at the end, and I remember asking my husband multiple times, what's going on here? Why is she doing this? What, you know, one of those. So the next evening I watched Reptile. This is on Netflix at the moment. So I think the This is one that I gave up really fast. So this has a good Benicio del Toro, Justin Timberlake, Alicia Silverstone. I really like Alicia Silverstone, Michael Pitt. It's got a really good cast in this one. Shed the lies. Following the brutal murder of a young real estate agent, a hardened detective attempts to uncover the truth in a case where nothing is as it seems, and by doing so dismantles the illusions of his own life. Now, I've just noticed at the bottom Shawn from Lost in the Reel there. I am absolutely, yeah, he did. I was absolutely sure he'd done a video review for this and he really didn't like it. I will, if I remember, link his video review at the end of my video and in the comments, because he's a master at this, at telling you what a movie's about without ruining it and what the pros and cons are in a really professional manner. But there you go, there's 2 2.5s, a 3.5 and a 3. It just, again, it was really disjointed, it was dull, you know, the actors just seemed to be one of those dialing in their performances. It just didn't interest me at all. I don't know, I think I just watched it because it's come up as a new movie on Netflix, and when you've seen pretty much everything on there, when something comes up with quite big name actors, you think, oh well, it can't be too bad, they're all in it. It was. I give it a 1.5. Full disclosure, I did not finish it. I think I gave it about 45 minutes, switched off, lost the will to live. Right, all of the next ones, there's 3 to come. There's one I actually I talked about it last week. Last week I spoke about a short story on Netflix called The Wonderful World of Henry Sugar, and I told you it was a Roald Dahl movie directed by Wes Anderson. Bit quirky, bit weird. It was the one with the narration where the actor actually says his line and then said, he said, looking, you know, at the other person quizzically. So they narrate the whole thing as if they're reading, which sounds really odd, but it works. You're either going to like it or not like it. There are another 3 at the moment of those on Netflix called Poison, The Ratcatcher and The Swan. The Swan, these are all really well acted and they're quite quirky and I like them, but The Swan is such a horrible story. I hated it, you know, when you sort of will something to happen and it doesn't. So just be warned if you watch The Swan, it's not a very nice story. And when I say Roald Dahl, these aren't children's stories. So 2 large ignorant bullies ruthlessly pursue a small brilliant boy is the tagline. It's obviously about bullying. It is quite a shocking one. There's nothing, you know, brutal. You don't see anything nasty, but just the general feel of it's quite nasty. The Ratcatcher is a really sort of weird one. Let's see what it says. In an English village, a reporter and a mechanic listen to a ratcatcher explain his clever plan to outwit his prey. It's a bit weird, it's a bit odd. I liked it. I would understand people watching it and saying that's just crap. But it is just a weird, quirky little story. I don't want to tell you anything in any great degree about any of these. You'll either watch one and like the style and watch the rest, or you'll watch one and say that was terrible. If you feel that way, don't watch any of the others. And my favourite of these 3 this week was called Poison. When a poisonous snake slithers onto an Englishman's stomach in India, his associate and a doctor race to save him. So this entire story has Benedict Cumberbatch lying on his back on a bed with a book on his on his abdomen, and there's supposedly a snake underneath there that has crawled on, and it's like if it bites him he's dead. And we have Dev Patel and Ben Kingsley sort of like trying to help him out, trying to get this off him, know what to do in order not to like aggravate the snake to sting him or bite him, sorry. I liked it. I thought it was very good. That one and the wonderful story of Henry Sugar are my 2 favourites of the 4. But I do feel they're worth watching if you like something a bit quirky. It's Wes Anderson, it has that real feel to it, and Roald Dahl. What would you expect from those 2? So yeah, I gave a 3 out of 5 to The Swan, 2.5 out of 5 to The Ratcatcher, and a 3 out of 5 to Poison. So guys, that is what I've been watching this week. As I told you the other few shows that I've been watching, I really want to get to the cinema to see that new Exorcist movie, which is getting very mixed reviews, but I do want to check it out. I don't know if I will get a chance. It's a very busy week this week. I'm going to record another 10 of my horror YouTubers to get edited and get up so they go out regardless of what I'm doing. So I hope you're enjoying them so far, guys. The reason to do them was I wanted to do something for Halloween, but I didn't want to do anything too lengthy that would like you'd be sat edges watching. So I thought, right, even if you just see the name, even if you don't watch the video, it's a way of people from different horror communities getting together, getting to know each other, and sort of like grow in their circle, so to speak. So that's the plan, that's what I hope. Just people that I feel may get along well together, people that I've clicked with, people that I really get on well with. So that was the reason for that, guys. So thanks for watching as always this week. Hopefully by next week I'll have watched something a little bit more interesting. I've just seem at the moment to be concentrating mainly on TV shows. But oh yes, I got Assassin's Creed Mirage, so that's taken up a little bit of time as well, it has to be said. I've only had a couple of hours on it at the moment, but I'm shit at pickpocketing. You have to pickpocket in it, and I'm really not very good at it. And getting caught by guards. One of the things that really irks me is in all the other Assassin's Creed games, there is a massive element of stealth and you have to sneak up behind guards and kill them. But if you do that, members of the public aren't going to do anything. In this new game, if they see you, it raises, a bit like Red Dead Redemption 2, it raises your notoriety and they like start screaming and shouting and all sorts. Your wanted posters go up everywhere. So I've achieved high notoriety a couple of times already because I'm crap, because it takes me a while to get into the the feel of the game. So that's what's happening, guys. I'm playing a lot of Assassin's Creed Mirage and I am watching a load of TV shows. So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you'll enjoy the next few horror YouTubers I put up for you. Until next week, over and out from Lisa Loves.